Hello guys, what's going on? In today's video I want to look at the Logitech M500 corded PC mouse. My mouse that I've been using before, I kind of really got emotionally attached to it, and it is this piece of beauty. I've been using it for at least 4 or 5 years. It's now a bit greasy and overused, and just about a week ago the right mouse button stopped working. It's still working, but it doesn't respond every time. So when you're in the middle of a shooter game and you just press that button and it doesn't really aim down sight, then it gets really annoying. So I had to order a new one. I have been looking at the code down here, trying to find out what model it is exactly, trying to find the exact same mouse, but I couldn't. Apparently they stopped producing this one. I bought it like 4 or 5 years ago, so it only makes sense that they stopped producing it. But I found the M500 corded mouse. Now, for me, it's very important to buy a corded mouse. I don't trust any wireless mouses because, I don't know, they just they'd run out of battery when you need them the most and things like this. I know it, and they don't respond perfectly. I never had a good experience with it. So as you can see on the left, obviously the packaged M500 corded PC mouse, and on the right my old one. And you can see in terms of the ergonomics, which is the main reason for me looking for the same one, it is literally the same mouse. However, the main big difference is this little button here, and I'm a little bit confused by that. I don't know if you can see that. There are like two circular little icons on there. One looks like a refresh icon and the other one I can't really tell. And funny enough, this button is explained nowhere. Like if you look at the back of the packaging, hyperfast scrolling, fly through documents and web pages with one spin, or switch to click mode for more precision, precise laser tracking, so the tracker on the bottom is great, comfortable contoured design, great design, forward, back, thumb button, which are these ones, you know, over here you can go back and forth in web pages, which my other mouse already had. Plug and play setup, and what's in the box mouse, user documentation, 3-year guarantee, blah, and that's it. There's not a single word about this little button here, and I'm a little bit confused. Like, is this gonna be in my way? Am I gonna accidentally hit this? I'm not entirely sure. So the only way to find out, guys, is to put it to the test. So I'm gonna unbox it right now and gonna put it to the test. So stay tuned. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to save you the time of me cutting this, because we all know these kind of packages, they just, like, it's just a pain to open it, isn't it? So bear with me, guys, and I'll be back in a second. And as expected, it was a major pain to get it out of the packaging. You can see up here it suffered a little bit, but lucky enough I didn't cut the cord. I'm always majorly worried that I cut the cord whenever I open any package. So let's free it and let's see what's inside the box. There's a mouse. Well, that's unexpected. Great. So we have that. This is just packaging and a little bit of a user guide. What does this user guide tell me? Does that make any sense? Switch your computer on. Plug your mouse in. Oh, yeah, well, I wouldn't have known that without you telling me. Thanks. Right. Important information, safety guide. It doesn't come with any CD, which I guess does make sense in nowadays age, because nobody's got a CD drive anyway. The user guide is a massive, massive piece of paper with a lot of text in all possible languages on it. I'm sure it's really, really helpful when you actually want to use the mouse. But you know, that leaves me a little bit worried whether I can actually deactivate that button, because normally you get a bit of software that comes with it, and then when you're not happy with a certain button, you just deactivate it. But yeah, that's what it is. And again, I'm bringing in my previously used mouse, and you can see, besides, oh look, the Logitech logo got a bit smaller. Can you see that? It's bigger here, got smaller here. So a little bit of a branding exercise there. But besides that, in terms of the ergonomics, it's literally the exact same mouse, and I think also the materials feel very, very similar. It doesn't feel like a very majorly valuable mouse. It has a bit of weight to it, which I like. It's not a very light mouse, but it, you know, it's plastic. It has a plastic finish, so don't expect particularly glossy finishes or anything high quality wise. So I would say let's get this baby hooked up and see what it can do, and mainly test out that little button there. So stay tuned, guys. Welcome back, guys. I have hooked it up now, and it does work plug and play, so it delivers on that end. And I also found out what the little button here does, and it is actually quite interesting. First, when I hooked it up and I used the mouse wheel, there's absolutely no you know, break. There's no interval, scrolling interval, you know how it normally clicks. So when you spin this wheel, it keeps spinning. Don't know if you can see that. I'll put it a bit closer. See that? It just keeps spinning. I was like, whoa, that is weird. That's gonna take some time to get used to it. But then, push the button and it makes a weird sound. It's quite a heavy button. And now, it does have the interval. See that? It still kind of spins, but it breaks. So that's actually quite useful. I guess it still remains to be seen whether I'm gonna push that button. I think I'm definitely gonna leave the interval on, which is a good thing. You know, it's just, I guess it's what I'm used to. But it's a good thing that you can choose, and in the long run, we're gonna see whether I'm gonna push that button accidentally. But to be honest, I don't think so, because it is a quite heavy push. It has a quite heavy push to it. So I think it should be fine. So yeah, that's about all I can say. The mouse did work on, you know, the second I plugged it into the machine. It's absolutely perfect. When I click something, I can use these back and forth buttons here on the side immediately. It feels exactly like my previous mouse, so I'm really, really happy about that. And besides that, I think there's not that much to say about this mouse. The length of the cable is the same as the previous one, I would guess, if not even a tiny bit longer. Like if you put them next to each other, well, you cannot see it, but I think the cable of the new mouse is about, well, that much longer, which is like 20 centimeters maybe, which is good. I'm happy about that. But you know, I didn't miss these 20 centimeters with my previous mouse, so that's good. The only other thing that I kind of noticed, I don't know if that's any importance to any of you guys, but the cable of the new mouse is slightly thinner. It's just something I noticed, so I thought I'd mention it. Anyway, guys, feel free to leave me a like on this video if you enjoyed it. I hope you did enjoy it. You can subscribe to my channel. I normally do more video game content and stuff like this. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate that. I hope it helped you a little bit. Otherwise, stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Bye.